Last week, we would have been at top island, but we got disqualified. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But today, I'm going to be showing you the quickest way to max out your skills here in Minecraft Skyblock, so stay tuned to find out more. Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we are back here on the best #1 rated Minecraft Skyblock server, AkumaMC, back again for another episode in this season. Guys, welcome in. It has been an interesting week, to say the least. As I mentioned at the start there, we actually got disqualified from last week's payouts and last week's placements based off of someone's actions on the island. So unfortunately, although we were doing very, very well as an island last week because of that disqualification, all of our value progress from last week did not count. Therefore, we did not receive a payout. As such, unfortunately, we technically cannot claim that we rank anywhere as an island right now because we don't know, because we literally got disqualified. So that sucks, but it is what it is. We move on to a new week, which it is now. As of right this second, we are placed 8th. So I don't really know if that is, fully like a true tell or a true scale of where we're actually placed as an island right now. I think there is a lot of value being saved up in other places that maybe we have not claimed yet. So we'll have to see, as the week progresses, where we actually end up on that. But that's not the main focus of today's episode. The main focus of today is, well, it kind of is, I guess, in a way, is actually going to be our skills and how you go ahead and max them out as quick as possible, because I've essentially today got the method in which to do that. Now, for today's little adventure, we've actually borrowed CB's tools and pets because he's pretty much got everything maxed out. If we take a look, we've got swords, we've got hoes, we've got axes, we've got pickaxes, we've got fishing rods, and pretty much the best tier of pets, or the best tier of pets for all of them, really. So I'm excited to get to use those for the very, very first time here this map. And I wanted to say that you guys smashed the like goal that we set on the last episode, which we did a brand new thing, which means we are doubling the giveaway today. So that's going to be a little bit later on. And it also means that the new like goal for today, for this video, is 65 likes. So if we do hit that before I record the next episode of Skyblock, then whatever we give away today, which is going to be the doubled version of what it was last time, will be doubled again. Now, this theoretically could just continue until we infinitely give away way too many items and I break the economy. I guess that's technically possible. So it's going to be up to you guys to do that for us. But since the last episode, some brand new clusters were released, and it is the Anarchy clusters. We actually do have one to open right now, which I got from my V-kit. So we'll see what we can get from this. But essentially, the item that we're going to be using to rank up today is technically an item that you can get from this. Oh, a V-kit shard nebula. Actually, not horrific. We have that one unlocked. I feel like we do, unless we don't, which is cool if we don't. Where the heck is this thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, it's unlocked, so we don't need that one. But is the item that we essentially thought potentially doesn't exist. I have managed to get hold of one, okay? The skill XP booster 3.5 times for 30 minutes. Now, my plan today, okay, is to use all of that 30 minutes and cycle through every single skill that we can. So as such, we've got a consumable for each of the different skills, and obviously there is a cooldown in between being able to use each consumable. So we kind of got to try and make the most of the 30 minutes. I genuinely don't know if we'll be able to make use of all 30 minutes, but if not, we'll go to grinding without the consumable. So as of right now, we've got quite a few skills that are, in the high like 70s. So we've got 3 skills in the 70s and the others are in their 50s. I'd imagine that today, using this, we should at least prestige maybe 2 of them. We'll see how that goes, but that's kind of the way that I see things today. So we'll see exactly what we managed to do there. And actually, to go ahead and get another mastery skill level, we do need to just prestige 1 more skill. So we will make sure that we try and do that. And then in doing that, we should also complete level 11, and we should technically complete level 12. I don't know how close we'll get to that. It depends on when we prestige a skill, if we're then able to continue through that skill and get the easy levels at the start of each of the skills. So really, we kind of have to see how this goes today. I have high hopes. We'll have to see just how it pans out. So what I'm going to do right now is we are going to go ahead and equip every single tool that we can and make sure that we have every relevant pet towards it as well. We'll try and keep this nice and easy here. And then, of course, we do have the skill XP booster, and then we've got obviously all the different consumables. So we're going to have to just kind of go through them one by one. Because once the timer runs out, we'll just then rotate to the next thing. So that's kind of how that's going to work. So we're going to have to give this a go and see where we get to here. So let's start off with grinding, I guess. I mean, it's kind of one of the easier ones that we've got here. Now, we might not prestige this one off the bat because we are required prestige 2, so that needs to go to level 120. I honestly don't know how overpowered this 3.5 times boost is going to be. I assume it's going to be pretty good, but you can never really tell until you use it. So let's activate the grinding pet as we have it. We'll activate our skill XP booster, and let's start this 30 minutes of insane grinding right here. So let's get going on the blazes. I guess we should actually be using these magma cubes right here. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but let's see. You guys can see down at the bottom there that our grinding skill percentage is absolutely flying up. At no point this season has that flown up that quickly, maybe in the very, very early levels of grinding. But yeah, this is very, very nice to see it flying up that quick. Obviously, we get 2.5 minutes of each of the skills. Well, I think it's maybe a minute for fishing because the consumables last that long. And then as soon as the consumable is expired, that's when we're moving on to the next skill, because we don't want to waste any of this time if we can help it. We'll have to see how many levels we actually managed to get up here. I think, what did we start on here? 70, I think. So this should at least, if nothing else, get us a very, very nice way towards the next prestige, because I don't think we're getting 120 in 2.5 minutes on grinding. Grinding's kind of one of the harder ones this season, but obviously because you can just kind of auto click and watch a movie at the same time or whatever, as long as you're not AFKing from your PC, then I guess it makes sense for it to be kind of one of the ones that takes a little bit longer because you don't really have to actively do anything. So yeah, we'll see where this takes us. I imagine low 80s. That's kind of where I kind of see this going. After we've done this, we're going to move straight onto farming. Now we will go to the farming area for it. I know technically we should also look at farming crops on our island, but I don't know. There's much easier regeneration on our island. Actually, we might have a quest where we have to farm crops on our island. I can't remember if that is what's up next. We'll do a very, very quick check once this consumable runs out, which it should actually be very close to doing. Low 80s, I feel like is a good prediction here. I feel like we're going to get to maybe 83 here, maybe 84, depending on how long this has got left. It really doesn't have long, so we'll just have to see when it decides to run out here. We might get to 84 here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like we are going to get to 84. Okay, that's cool. We'll take that. We'll make sure that we make the most of this, though. So let's just wait for this to run out. It should be literally any second now, because I think it is only 2.5 minutes. I don't think I've got that wrong. 85 is cool, though. I didn't really expect to get that high. There we go. It's run out. So let me just also check /quest. Was it that we have to... Oh, no, we have to mine blocks. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go to /farming. Let's turn off the grinding pet right here. Come on, get out of here. Let's turn on the farming pet right here. Boom. I just don't want to waste any of this time. We'll put on the farmer's touch. We'll also put on our armor if I can get there quick enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Pop that, and let's get to farming right here. This should be hopefully quite a few levels, I feel like, in the farming. This is a faster XP method than the grinding for sure, so we'll see just how far we can get here. I think this would be our second prestige as well, so I'm pretty certain that we have to get to 120 on this. Okay, I don't think we'll get a prestige out of at least the first round of consumable, because it's not actually going up as fast as I thought it would do. It's still going up fairly fast, but I don't know. We're probably looking, I would say, probably low 90s once this 2.5 minutes up. It might honestly not even be that high. Okay, so we do pop into the 90s here. I'm not entirely sure how long we've got left of this right here. It can't be that long, I don't think. Maybe we'll reach 100. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been doing this for now. I feel like it's been about 1.5 minutes. So maybe we've got a minute left, which could be enough to get us to 100. We'll have to see, actually, to see where it puts us here. I think it also depends on how lucky you get with the crop crusher procs and stuff like that, because all of that does contribute towards your skill level and stuff. So yeah, I guess if we get really, really lucky with crop crusher and that just goes absolutely crazy, then I guess we could absolutely get to 100. But yeah, I believe this is our second prestige of it, so I think we would have to get to 120 in order to prestige this one. All right, it has officially run out, so we got just shy here. We are at 98. So that's cool. Let's get rid of the farming pet for now. Let's go and move on to logging. Why not? That's not the right one. This is the one we want. So yeah, let's head over to the logging. So let's go /logging. Boom. We'll pop this and we'll get into these right here. I don't know. This is another one where the XP is kind of funky. Like, I feel like it's very fast, but at the same time, it's one of the most annoying ones to grind because obviously you got to like navigate through the trees and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll kind of figure out how high we managed to get on this one. This typically though has been the easiest one to level up. So honestly, if we can get an efficient little route going here in the trees, then we can probably get to 100 here. I don't know. That might be reaching a little bit. I think this would also be our third prestige, so I believe that we'd actually have to get to 140 here. But this is obviously infinitely faster than grinding without the booster and without the consumables, so that is for sure. So we'll absolutely take all the levels that we managed to get from this. Honestly, if we can just get to 100, I will be happy, because it means that we've got to put in less time without a booster in order to get that next prestige. But we should technically, I think, get 2 2 rounds on all of the different skills, depending on how long it takes us in between them. So yeah, we'll kind of work out how that kind of works. I'll figure out how that kind of works here. So yeah, we'll see where we end up. Also, I'm hopeful that we will be able to do that mining quest, because mining is going to be next up. I think that the blocks broken during the consumable should count towards that. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, because when we use the consumable, we're basically going to be mining in, I think it's a 5x5. So hopefully that counts all of those blocks. Obviously, whatever 5 times 5 is, I think it's 30. I don't know, 5, 10, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, bro. I don't know basic math, okay? Don't ask me those questions. All right, we've only got 20 seconds left on this consumable here. So this is basically where we're going to get to here. There isn't really anything too crazy. We might get a couple more rank ups if we're lucky. But to be honest with you, I feel like this is probably one of the least effective consumables out of all the ones that we get to use here. I think that honestly just the XP boost is probably what is doing the most here, to be honest with you. I mean, it's obviously still effective, but I don't feel like it's anywhere near as effective as some of the others. Maybe it's just a visual thing, because actually now I look at it, my XP goes up a lot slower. So let's get out of there. Let's make sure that we're not wasting any time. Let's go to the /mine real quick. Let's take off the logging pet. We'll make sure to put on the mining pet, just like that. And we will pop the mining consumable. And let's get this going. So pop that. Boom. Oh, I just realized we completely forgot the armor for the other one. Now we're wasting time doing this. Oh, did we not even... Oh, we don't even have mining armor. Never mind. I guess that's irrelevant. I honestly thought I had every single armor set unlocked. I guess we've never focused on mining yet this season. So I guess that's why we don't have that one. I don't think it's a massive boost that we miss out on anyway, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's not really the end of the world there. Oh, we are somehow not touching the floor. Okay, there we go. What the heck was that? I have no idea. Either way, we've got the 2.5 minutes here for mining. Let's see where we're able to get with this. Have we even prestige mining yet? I don't even know if we have. We might not. No, we can't have done, because the ores on the floor haven't changed, because I don't think they do when you prestige. So yeah, we literally haven't prestiged yet. We would literally only need to get to 100. I don't think we'll do it during this consumable. I don't even think we'll break 80. Well, we might break 80, but we won't go much past that if we do. Maybe we will prestige it, but on the second round. Like if we get a second round of consumable, I think that's when we'd probably be able to do it. So yeah, really the only thing that could make this more efficient would be if we did have like maxed out armor. Obviously, it'd be then getting the maximum skill XP boost, which is obviously just something that you have to work on anyway, because they require the actions of the skill. So honestly, if you're at the point where I'm at with my skills, then you probably wouldn't have maxed armor anyway. So yeah, I guess it's kind of true to how it is, but yeah, at the same time, that would be a very, very cool thing if we did have that. All right, so we did break 80. That's cool. That's very nice to know. We've still got a little bit of consumable left, not much though. So we'll see. Oh, there it is. That's gone now. Perfect. So that's where we're at there. We now move on to fishing. Let's just, what the heck is even going on? We're getting things proc and I'm not even doing anything. That's always good. Let's move that up there, move that down there, move this down here, /fishing. Let's go there and see whether we are able to get any good stuff going from this. So let's activate that pet. Let's activate this consumable. There we go. And let's get fishing here. Hopefully we get a turbo fishing proc. That is the main thing here. If we get that, then we would be good to go. We didn't get it immediately, so that's a little bit concerning. We'll see whether we manage to get one at all. Because if we don't get one, then this unfortunately ends up being like a wasted consumable, to be honest. So we'll see. There we go. We got one right there. So let's just absolutely spam the heck out of this fishing right now. This is the most important proc of an enchant that we'll get. And bro, look at it coming in. I think we actually got a second proc right there. We might actually, this might be the first one we prestige. Yes, it will. There we go. All right. Well, I guess that kind of works out. Now, the problem is that I have like a freaking full inventory and I can't prestige my skill without claiming all the stuff in it. Well, I could. But yeah, that's kind of a rip, actually. We do end up kind of wasting a little bit here, to be honest with you. I guess /skills. Let me just, I guess, press claim in here. I think it's going to fill up. Yeah, it's literally going to fill up my entire inventory. And then we're going to have to press that button right there. And by that time, all of my stuff has run out. So it was a little bit messy because, you know, it is what it is. But I managed to save all these stuff by the looks of it. So I guess we'll store that away. So there we go. We got our first prestige, but that does mean once we come back to this skill at the end, or not at the end, but on the next round, it means we are going to be juiced there. So that's good. Right, so that means we need to now move straight on. Let's get on back to grinding, I guess, because this should now, I think, be active. Let's just chuck on the armor. Boom. Let's do that. Let's chuck on that pet. Let's go to the island. See if this is ready to proc. Okay, it's not. We're going to wait 3 minutes before we're able to do that. Actually, which skill were we like closest to doing? I guess farming. Let's just do a little bit of island farming, I guess, real quick. Because if we can do that and then wait till this is ready to go, I don't think, what do we got now? 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah, if we do that, that kind of makes more sense to me. Because then hopefully when it comes to actually being able to use the consumable for this, it will actually get to the prestige. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and just empty stuff out real quick. And I'm going to claim everything up to where I'm at on the levels as well. Because that means that hopefully if we have to prestige anything quickly, we won't spill anything out. All right, we should be ready to go back to it. Let's see if that is the case. Let's just pop the grinding thing right there. Pop this, hopefully. Oh, literally 26 seconds. Okay, we're about to be good for it. And then how long will we have left on the booster? 12 minutes. So, okay, we're going to I can't even really prioritize. We kind of have to do it in the order. Wait, that should be fine, though. That should be fine. Never mind. We should be good. So, let's get this done real quick. Hopefully, we can get, what are we level-wise on this right now? Okay, if we can get this to 100, that'll make things a little bit easier. 4 seconds to 1. Boom, pop that and get this going. So yeah, if we can get this to like 100, that'll be dope. All right, 1 minute left on this consumable. I don't know whether we'll actually make it to 100 on this. I don't think we will, to be honest with you. We might make it to like 96 if we're lucky. I honestly can't see it going much higher than that. But at least it's taking out, it's taking out a big chunk of the grinding that we would have had to do. Well, I guess 3.5 times the grinding of what we would have had to do to get it up to this level before. So that's always appreciated. Yeah, we'll see where this ends up. It's looking like 96, 97 maybe if we're lucky. And then we got to jump straight onto farming, I think is next, or the order that we did it in last time. So we will double check that. But it looks like, yeah, okay, so we did manage to get 96 right there. The consumable should be just about to run out. I think 14 seconds here, and then we can jump onto farming. I want to waste no time because we only have that 10 minutes left. So we need to make sure that we, get it into every different skill as quick as we possibly can. Honestly, we did get to 98 here. We might even get to 99 because we must have hit some kind of random enchant that was just absolutely juicing us. There we go. 99 and the consumable ran out. So that's perfect. So yes, farming should be next up. Let's deactivate that. Let's activate this and go to the /farm real quick. /farming, I guess. There we go. Activate that. Farmer's touch. We got to wait 3 seconds. 2, 1. And boom, there we go. Perfect. And it looks like skill mastery quest completed. That's what we like to see. I don't know if we should complete another one. It shouldn't really be too bad. I don't know if we might have actually already completed one of them today. So we might have to prestige another skill. We'll have to see. But this is going to be our closest one to prestiging again, I think. I've just remembered. Armor. Do we have farming armor? I believe we do. Let's just make sure it's on. There we go. Get that extra little bit of boost. It won't be massively significant, but it'll help out a little bit. Again, what will really help is when we get to fishing here, because we've already prestiged it, those like early levels should be like the easiest thing that we could possibly get. If we can get there with enough time left on the XP booster. Also looks like we're helping to do like the global, there's like a global challenge right now, I guess, I think. Or maybe it was, I don't even know if it was a global challenge or not. Basically something just popped up saying that we're X amount of farming action, so that's cool. Oh yeah, there we go. Community goals, so that's cool. I guess everyone gets a reward for doing that, which is nice. 56 seconds left on this. We would have to get to 120 in order to prestige it, I think, from the level that we're at. It's going to be close, I think. I think we might just about manage to get this. Depends. If we can get some really lucky crop crushers in here, then we would be good, I think. Honestly, I also didn't consider the fact that we do actually need a bunch of gems. I'm going to see if any of my island members just have a bunch of gems quickly. That might have actually stopped us. Yeah, I think that stopped us being able to prestige this skill, but that's okay. We can come back for that afterwards. No problem. So logging should be... Oh, you don't even need to go anywhere for logging. It's literally right here. Where is it? Boom, boom. Put this pet away. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, we got paid a bunch of gems. There we go. That's perfect. I didn't even, I completely forgot that was going to be a thing. And then IS Bank, we probably need to take out a little bit of money as well here. Let's do this. 10 bill. Let's just do that real quick. Let's pop this if we can. 1 second. There we go. Logging pet is active. Let's go here. Armor is another one that I friggin' always forget to put on. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is intense when you have to do all these things at once. Now, I think again, this is 140, right? I think I said last time. So we got to hope that we can get, I guess, just any levels help towards this. I'll take pretty much, because this is a hard one, or I guess the hardest one right now because of how high we have to get the level. Yeah, the consumable definitely makes this like infinitely easier. There's no doubt about that. It just still seems, I guess it only seems slow because of how like the gaps in the trees and stuff like that. Like I feel like actually percentage wise of getting our rank ups, we're probably the most efficient in this skill. But I don't know, it just seems inefficient because of the way that you have to actually mine the trees. All right, 16 seconds of the booster left. Looks like we're going to get around 119 here. I don't think we'll go past that with this. We'll see if we can actually manage just to get there, though. Yep, 119. There we go. So that's pretty good. That means that we would only technically have another 20 levels to get in this skill before we can go ahead and get another prestige. We'll see if maybe we can get to the end of this right here, 120. I think we will be able to. Yeah, we should be able to. The consumable's definitely worn off, though. Yep. Okay, so that takes us to mining now, I believe. I think is the next one that we need. Let's go ahead and activate the right pet / mining. Let's go there. Let's make sure that we've got that. Let's make sure that we got that. There we go. Activate that. Boom. And what do we got? Wait, 2 seconds here. 2 seconds for mining. Here we go. Mining is go. Let's get this thing underway. We know that we don't have armor for this one, so there's no point me trying to swap it out. I think, like I said before, we've only got to get to our... I don't think I've prestige just yet, so it should be level 100 to prestige. So, potentially, we could get that done here. I don't know what enchant it was, but like a kind of crazy thing just went off. There was like a bit of TNT in the middle of the mine or something, and I think I got a bunch of levels from that, actually. So, yeah, we are not actually looking too bad to get this to level 100 here, which would be very, very nice. I'd take a prestige of a skill on today. That would be very, very cool. Unfortunately, our inventory is actually very full up again, so we potentially are going to lose some of the better items when we actually rank up, because I want to make the most of what is essentially going to be probably the last XP booster that we get to use for a while. We'll have to see though, because we have a minute left of this mining, so we might be able to not rush it as much. All right, last level that we've got to get, I think. I'm pretty sure. I definitely don't think I've prestige mining yet. Imagine we have, and I actually had to get to 120. That would be embarrassing. But I don't think we do. I think 100 is it, and it is. Okay, so let's just quickly, PV5, let's just absolutely go ham and emptying everything else out if we can. There we go. Okay, I'm going to need that. Then we can go skills, we can go mining. We'll just claim all of this. Hopefully it doesn't spill. It doesn't. And then we click that. And there we go. We're officially prestige, which means we can go ahead and use this consumable to get some very, very easy free levels here. I don't think it's going to last long. I don't think we've got long left of this at all. But we'll take all these free and easy levels right here. All right, there we go. Consumable is over. Perfect. So the last one that we get to do right now is going to be fishing, of course. So let's head over to the fishing. I don't think I actually have that much stuff left right now. So / booster, what do we have? 44 seconds left, so we really got to be quick with this. We need to get that out of here. We need to get that in here. We need to get that out. Where's my fishing net? There it is. Fishing net. Luckily, this is the last or the slowest one, or the least amount of time, sorry, on a booster or on a consumable, if you like. So it's only a minute that this one lasts for. Essentially, we get one. We just need one turbo fishing and we'll be good. There it is. We got one. That's all we needed. We got a fish on, boys and girls. That is all we needed. Luckily, it happened while we were still in the 3x booster. There we go. Just like that, we just skipped half the entire rank up of fishing. Very, very nice. We take those all day, every day. And just like that, my skill XP booster has expired. So we no longer have this skill XP booster. It was very, very overpowered for what it was. We'll take it. And actually, I mean, even without the skill XP booster, this is going to be a good few rank ups. Obviously, you can now start to see how big of a difference that was making to our rank ups right there. But we'll take it. That is very, very nice. We'll have to see where we're actually at now in regards to the ultimate skill, because we should really be significantly higher than we were now. So let's go to the island. Let's chuck some stuff over in the storage. But that is essentially the craziest way that you can rank up. As you saw, within 30 minutes right there, we have prestiged a couple skills. We've leveled up insanely a couple of skills, and all pretty much just within those 30 minutes. You're not going to get more progression within 30 minutes than that. Unless, of course, you've got maxed out armor, which is possible. Maybe maybe you do. But let's go ahead and make sure that CB gets all of his tools back because I don't want to freaking steal them. I don't want to be responsible for those. So there you go. Tools and pets. Enjoy. So there we go. That is pretty insane, actually. So we take a look at where we're at. Grinding, we prestige once. Yes, so we got to get to 120 to prestige that again. Logging, we have got to get to 140. I think we are borderline. Yeah, we got to get to, I think, 120 here, right? 120 on the farming. Yeah, because we're prestige 1. So actually, we could prestige that one again. You know what? Let's use our own. Let's use our own tools real quick. And let's go and prestige that again. Because that really shouldn't take a lot. We do have a farming pet and we should have farming armor here. So let's go ahead and equip that. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Get that on, and yeah, this should be an easy prestige for another skill right here. Then we can check the mastery and see exactly where we're at for that as well. Oh my goodness, it's so slow with a bad hoe and a bad pet. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how much freaking slower this would be. All right, I'm stealing CB's one back just quickly while we get this done. Honestly, I don't even think it'll make it that much faster because the only thing that will, I guess, is we'll get more crop crusher procs. But other than that, like, I don't know. I guess it's just to do with the amount of boosters and stuff that we had. Obviously, we were using those consumables as well, which make a big difference. But this will get us to 119 very quickly here. There we go. So just one last level to grind up. Oh, I think we got a proc of the consumable trait on the pet as well here. I think that's what all those noises are that are going off right now, which is dope. Because that means, yeah, that was nice right there. That helped us get through nearly half of level 119. All right, and there we go. That is now done. So let's go to the storage area real quick. Let's go ahead and claim all the other items up until that point. Right here, just like that. Put them away in the chest, and then we can go ahead and do our prestige, which is exactly what we are here for. So hopefully those are useful as the island, or to the island, sorry. And yeah, there we go. So let's put all of this stuff away for CB to have once again. There we go. There we go. And now we can go ahead and get this prestige. So yes, 120 farming right here. Going to cost me 3 billion and 1.5 million gems. Perfect. Easy farming level 2. So where does that take us in regards to our skill mastery? Let's have a look. Wow. Okay. That was way more than I thought we would progress today. We have progressed through 5 skill masteries today. So we've got the prestige one right there. We got the 800 total levels. We've got the 900 total levels, the 1000 total levels, and the 6th skill prestige. So that is awesome. We now just need to get in general more levels. So farming will be an easy one to get these in. But that actually progressed way further than I thought it would. Now we just need more skill XP boosters. If I can unbox some more of those skill XP boosters, we will literally be maxed out in no time. Guys, the giveaway for today is 4 of the current clusters that are in the store, okay? 4 of the current clusters. If you do hit that 65 likes before I record the next Skyblock video, then we are doubling it next time around to 8. So yes, make sure we hit that. Guys, to be in with a chance of winning those 4 clusters, all you got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord link down below and press the enter button in there. As always, if you do have a Twitch subscription or a YouTube membership, then you will have access to the channel that basically just duplicates the giveaway, where there's only like 10 people in there, so you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. So make sure you link your Discord and all your other accounts and stuff like that and get into those. Guys, that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, make sure you do hit that like button. If you're not already, please do subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.